Hello, my name is Tom van der Wegen. I am the technical architect for core security in the EMEA, and today I'm going to show you how to import or how to integrate with a scanner in INSIGHT. Okay, so first we obviously log into the console, we go to admin, and here we go to scanners. And here you can see there's a list of scanners that we've got API support for. Okay, if there is a scanner that's not in this list, you can also always come to me or one of my technical colleagues, and we will see if there's maybe already a project going on for support for that particular scanner, or if we can create support for that scanner. But in today's example, we're going to add a scanner, a Nessus scanner, because that's the one I've got an image for here. So we click on Nessus here. Then here we select our target, and the target is basically set beforehand in the assets. Okay, so a target needs to be set beforehand. And then we log into our Nessus instant with the username and password for that Nessus device. We basically select the policy here. There we go. Obviously we need to give it a name, and we can schedule this as well. We can run that on the schedule, and we can assign members to it. Save that, and that way basically we can kick off that scan. Okay, another way of using the API is going to campaigns, and then in the campaigns I can run a network campaign, and we can, for example, call this Nessus scan. Hold on. Give it a gold category, or create a new one. For example, validation. You can give it a geographical location, a compliance framework, and a business user as well, if that's required. We set the goal. In this particular goal, we just want to find exploits, because we're going to verify vulnerabilities. Again, we can add people to the list of who's got access to this campaign. And in the scan, we can either use latest scan results. So if Nessus already ran a scan beforehand, or that was scheduled, you can use that option. We can use it from file, so we can just get a Nessus file. Or we can do, in this case, we can do a live scan during the campaign, and we basically can add that here. So Nessus scan, set my target, again the username and password, select scan policy, and go to simulation. And in simulation, we basically select to I only want to do a vulnerability validation in this particular campaign. So I'm not going to plan any attack paths. I just want to know which of my Nessus vulnerabilities are exploitable. Okay, so I'm going to include exploits that make it a long time to run. I'm also going to include exploits that may leave the service unavailable. Because this is a simulation, it's not actually going to leave any exploits unavailable. This is just to the type of exploit it is. Only match exploits that match imported vulnerabilities. So yes, I'm going to select that because I only want to look at Nessus vulnerabilities and support third-party exploits. So that means are we also going to look for exploitable vulnerabilities that we find on the internet, or that they're out there, they're probably, but not that are not in our exploit database. So I'm not going to do a live test in this case. I am going to look at the progress, and if I want to, I can also export data to an SQL database, or perhaps to an API database, or a connector that is custom built. Also, we can send results to people using email, using syslog, or using HTTP post. So this can, for example, be used to send details to your ticketing system using syslog or HTTP post once the campaign is finished running. Okay, I save all this. And then I can kick off the scan in my active tab here. There it is. I can run now. And then once I've done that, I can watch the progress because I ticked that option. In my dashboard, I can go to scan, look for scans for today. I suppose it's the quickest. There it's running. I can click on my Nessus scan here. And watch the progress. Okay, and once that's finished, once it's completed, you can see the results in the campaign details here, and also this screen will be populated. Let me skip to the point where it's finished, so we don't have to wait for that in this video. So as you can see, the test has completed, the scan is completed. We can see there were 227 vulnerabilities over 16 assets. We click on the scan to get a better overview of what exactly happened. So here you can see the details of that particular scan. You see the machines here involved, and the exploits involved, and the score there as well. So I could, for example, click on this machine here. and that tells me all the information on that particular machine. So the host name, what services are running, what ports are open, but also the vulnerabilities and whether they're exploitable, yes or no. The exploits, but it only will show me exploits after we've done a live test, so that won't show anything. And the attack path, but that will only show if we chose to have an attack path as well in this campaign. I of course can then run a report as well. In the report section, we can then run a report in the reporting tab. So we select the report we want, select your the campaign, which is already set to Nessus scan, and then the format. With the next XML, we can actually customize the report and use it as a template, and then we can run that as a PDF report, which I'll do. So we can see that here. So a summary, vulnerability summary with the scorings here as well, and the CVE numbers, asset summary here, and a vulnerability details. And obviously these are a lot of fields, but these obviously can be delete the fields. The fields that are not necessary can be deleted, and fields can be added as well here. And then here we can see whether that's exploitable, yes or no, and where we found the exploit, in what database we found the exploit. Okay, until so far my integration with Nessus. I hope that was useful, and thank you for watching.